All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday, May 22nd. We have game number 1 of the Western Conference Finals here to dive into in today's video between the Timberwolves and the Mavericks. I'm going to give you my lean on the spread. I'll give you my lean on the total. We'll talk about any other plays like player props, and we also have a same game parlay at the end of the video. But as always, guys, keep an eye on the pinned comment. If you do want to fade me and do the opposite of what I say, all those plays, what I'm actually rolling with myself, will be listed in the pinned comment. And like I said, we have a same game parlay at the end of the video. If it hits, we'll give away $50 like we have been doing. We've hit 3 of these in the playoffs so far. So, yeah. Let's jump right into it here. In terms of how we did last night in the Celtics and Pacers game, only L we took was Jason Tatum over 2.5 threes. He shot enough. It took overtime to even, I think, make his second one, but he went 2 of 8 from 3. But TJ McConnell came through for us as well as our plus 195 same game parlay over on BetMGM. And I said, if this thing hits, we'll give away $50 to someone in the comments. And JLee5862, I just responded to your comment from yesterday. Give me your contact details. Just respond back to that, and we'll get you $50 today. So there is the giveaway winner. Like I said, guys, we got the same situation today, so stick around till the end of the video. But a 3-1 night last night, not too shabby. We're still kind of on a little bit of a heater. We'll probably cool off at some point, but we're running out of season to cool off. I say that and probably jinx the hell out of myself tonight. But, yeah, the vibes stay high here, guys. The ride of the day also coming through. Aaron Nesmith almost did this with points. Coming in from Lateral. I hope I'm saying that right. The ride of the day, Aaron Nesmith over 14.5 points plus rebounds. That cashes. Let's pump in some crowd noise for my man here. Guys, if you don't know what the ride of the day is, all you have to do is use hashtag ride of the day in the comments. Give me an absolute banger of a play, and I'm jumping on board with one person's pick, giving you a shout out in the next video, win or loss. If you win, we continue to ride with your plays. Also posting you over on my Twitter. That'll be rotating around here throughout the video. But all right, let's buckle up and jump into this game. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We're, a couple hundred away, but we might hit, if we get a lot of subscribers today, we might hit 75,000 subscribers today. 75,000. That's awesome. Appreciate the hell out of you guys. But in terms of this game, so like I said, game number 1 here, 2 different teams too. I think it's going to be a very interesting matchup. Minnesota, I feel like coming in being the defensive team that they are. Their offense at times during that Nuggets series looked really good. Dallas was, during the regular season, this offensive team that struggled defensively. Their defense not too shabby against OKC. So I think it's going to be a very interesting series. Both teams kind of hitting their stride, or at least in the midst of one of their strides. But from a spread perspective and where I lean in game number 1, and it does have a chance of being a final play, is me leaning towards the home team here in Minnesota. Now, I know there's a decent amount of stats out there and trends out there that would say a team that just won a game 7 really struggles in game number 1 of their next series. But this Minnesota team is just playing really, really well. And I guess you could say Anthony Edwards is playing really well. He's making these big shots, but they're even getting some support off the bench as well. Naz Reid looking really good. Mike Conley giving them a lot more minutes than I think I would have even gone in expecting. That's a veteran that's playing sometimes near 40 minutes per night. Things are clicking for Minnesota right now. And it's not to say that Dallas hasn't had anything click, but did you listen to Kyrie's press conference after the win against OKC and stuff? It almost seems like they are happy to be there. Now, I could be totally wrong with this, and we'll take this up in game 2 and see how it pans out, but Dallas seems like they may have reached their destination, whereas Minnesota is kind of like the meant-to-be Western Conference team here. So I like the defensive presence as Minnesota as well at home in their first game here in the series. I don't think Dallas, OKC, very good defense, but they're going to get a little bit more physicality from Minnesota here. Imagine Minnesota as if there's a couple more Lou Dorts on OKC. You know what I mean? So give me Minnesota here minus the points. I'm trusting the defense and trusting the fact that they are what I would consider the team that's a little bit hotter right now. Dallas beat the number 1 seed, but Denver was almost like the common sense 1 seed, if that makes sense. In terms of a total, 206.5, both these offenses, for example, Minnesota, scoring 100 plus, and I want to say 4 of the 7 games against the Nuggets, and the Mavs, I think they only had 1 game or 2 games at the most against OKC in which they didn't score triple digits. But I have to come in thinking this is a low-scoring game just due to the fact that part of the reason the Mavs have been here is because their defense has actually stepped up. And the reason Minnesota is truly here is because of how good their defense is. So I'm going to lean towards the under 206.5. I'm much more willing to pull the trigger on the -4, especially since I'm seeing some 4.5s in the market right now. If we can snag it at -4, I like that. But I just couldn't get to an over in this spot. Now let's go ahead and jump into some player props. But before we do that, I'll talk to you about Sleeper, guys. Sleeper has a free square tonight. Kyrie Irving, 0.5 points for new users. If you use the link in the pinned comment, you're going to get that square as well as your first deposit matched. What I love about Sleeper and what I truly think makes them the most unique, a few things actually. First and foremost, since they've come out, they've had the dynamic payouts. Each and every play you put into your slip, it's a player prop app, you get a dynamic payout and multiplier based on that pick. So they don't follow the fixed payout structure like all of the other apps. But now they have more players, more lines available than damn near every app out there. And they have alternate lines available as well if you want to go a little bit riskier, if you want to go, say, a little bit more safe for a guy and lower the line. Really, really cool stuff over there, guys. Again, sign up using the link in the pinned comment. It's going to automatically apply the code. You'll get your deposit matched, and you get this Kyrie square for tonight. Go check out Sleeper. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, like I keep saying, player prop app out there right now. And I can't really see any other app kind of coming up behind saying, hey, let's do what you do, because Sleeper was there first. Go check it out, guys. That link is in the pinned comment. Let's jump into player prop number 1. I have 2 here that I like, and we'll head over to the outlier screen. All right, Mike Conley, and this is just because we've been riding with it and it's been cashing. We've literally hit this like 4 times. It's gone up 1, so we hit it at 9.5, then we hit it twice at 8.5, right? Over 9.5 rebounds plus assists. He's looked pretty rough against Minnesota on his last 5, right? He only hit it, and this was last year. So this season, these 4, he hasn't hit it. One thing I'll say, though, is if you look at the minutes, 29, 28, okay, 32, 25, right? Like, there are not many minutes there. Looking at what Conley's been doing in his last 10, per se, his minutes have just started to ramp up. Like I even said at the beginning of the video, like he's giving them more minutes than you'd think. So if he's going to play 32-plus minutes, this hit rate is absolutely crazy. And again, that's like 5-7 more minutes than what we're used to him playing against this Timberwolves team. This is him on the season. 56% of his games, he's hit this when he plays 32-plus minutes. Even if you go down to 30, he hits it in 52%. This is a Conley that is obviously, and look at that, the minute it goes to 33 minutes, 8 of his last 10. Conley, the more minutes he's out there, and they do need him out there, he has been cashing this line. You can see, as good of defense as Dallas has been, they're kind of middle of the pack in preventing rebounds and assists to the point guard position. So play number 1, I like Mike Conley over 9.5 rebounds plus assists. I might have said games against Minnesota, games against Dallas here. He has struggled, but kind of looking for the minutes to counter that today. Pick number 2. 2 picks here that I don't mind. Daniel Gafford over 0.5 assists. So he's done this in, a decent amount, 6 of the 10 games so far in his last 10. He is averaging 1.4 assists over his last 5 games. But what I like, this is kind of a game script-esque play here. What I like about this opportunity is the fact that Daniel Gafford may be able to have a couple more potential assists, just because, look, he's not averaging many potential assists. Like, he's going to get 1 assist, if anything. These are more outliers. But what I really do like is the fact that he might get the ball down low, and there's going to be a presence down there, whether it's Reed, Gobert, Towns, that wasn't necessarily there in the OKC series. So I think it could be a dump down low and a potential kick to the corner. Washington 3, kick to the wing. Kyrie 3, kick up top. Luka 3, that type of thing. I think that's how he's going to end up with an assist today. So Daniel Gafford over 0.5 assists. I just think it fits sort of the game script overall. Another pick I like, and it's kind of fading him. He's been crushing this line, obviously, as of late, but again, this kind of fits right into what I'm thinking. Like, this is going to be a little bit harder for him to score down low, and his points plus rebounds line is at 14.5. I don't mind his PRA line at 15.5, but like I mentioned, I kind of want him to get an assist, so I don't want to be like cursing that 1 assist if it kills us. But points plus rebounds, I don't think he's going to fare too well against Gobert. In his career against Gobert, you could see here, 9.1 points, 5.4 rebounds. You want to say, okay, well, that's like, going back all the way here when he wasn't even playing. But okay, he hit the over, and then all of a sudden, the last 3 times he's played, nothing much, and he's playing around 20 minutes or so. So give me Daniel Gafford under 14.5 points plus rebounds. Now, let's go ahead and jump into this same game parlay, guys. All you got to do to enter the same game parlay is comment WCF. That is Western Conference Finals. WCF in the comments. We're throwing this in over on BetMGM. If you guys have been watching every day of the playoffs, like, the spiel. BetMGM blows every other book's same game parlay odds out of the water. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. Straight plays, obviously every book varies and whatnot, but these same game parlay odds are absolutely crazy. So today's same game parlay, we were looking at a 5-legger, and I know people are big. 5 legs for plus 190. We've literally cashed 3 of these. So, they're all alternate lines. It's not like we're taking real lines and saying 5 legs for 190, But either way, Kyrie 2 plus 3s. Anthony Edwards 2 plus 3s. Gobert 10 plus rebounds. Conley 5 plus assists. And then Luka Doncic 7 plus assists for plus 190. I don't believe I have a boost today for the first time in a while. So we'll toss it in. And again, all you have to do is comment WCF, be subscribed, and hit the like button on this video, and you're entered to win $50. We've hit this 3 times now throughout the last couple weeks. This same game parlay with an extra Luka assist, because they don't offer 7 plus, so it should be even more, right? That's a harder number to hit, is still being beat. DraftKings plus 178. We just got this for plus 190 on DraftKings with 1 less Luka assist being needed. I'm telling you guys, BetMGM is the move for these same game parlays. I have a link in the pinned comment. You're going to get this deal. If your first bet loses, you can get up to $1,500 paid back to you in bonus bets. Absolute no-brainer, guys. Check out BetMGM. That link is in the pinned comment, and the proof is right there. Their same game parlay odds, again, I don't know why, I don't know how, but they blow out FDDK. It's pretty damn crazy. But guys, that's gonna wrap for today's video. Again, we like Conley's over rebounds and assists. Couple plays on Gafford there, and I do think that I could be convinced of Timberwolves minus the 4 points here in game number 1. But that's all I got for you guys today. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in. Shout out to J Lee for cashing the giveaway, and we'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.